The new AI model or lab that's on the market now is this Manus AI. And the thing that it's doing different is that you're not just chatting with it and getting information. You're actually chatting with it so that it goes and do things for you. We are like less than a year or two away from AGI. 100%. 100%.
I'm not a LeBron James fan, but I do think he is a phenomenal player. But he was the soft one who said, let me say this in camera. If you guys want me, you have to bring my kid with me.
He did say that.
Knowing that Bronny James has all this extra weight, if you can't handle the criticism, NBA is not for you. Go back home, get a 9 to 5, figure out what you want to do. Because if this is your dream, you can't handle criticism, this is not for you.
I think LeBron James have put his son in a situation that his son was not ready for.
Exactly.
Hey, welcome.
Yeah.
What up, D Hustle?
What's going on, people?
What's going on, my man?
Feeling good.
Happy birthday, player.
Thank you.
We're going to kick the show off with a happy birthday, man.
Yes,
happy birthday to D Hustle. Oh, my bad.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
My guy made it another year. Raymond, don't call him Ray. What's up, player?
Morning. Happy
Don't
birthday.
call him Ray.
I'm calling Ray.
Everything's good, player?
No, I want to make a public service announcement.
Wow. Bring the music down.
What's
What's the public service? Go ahead.
Here we go.
Crowd, listeners, ladies and gentlemen, people all around the world, do not ever live in an HOA.
Wow.
Don't live in a community that has an HOA. That's my public service announcement.
You see how heated he is, right? He starts out the gate, not even say how he's doing. That's where he's starting from.
I understand.
We'll get some more clarity about the HOA coming up very soon.
Some more clarity.
Well, welcome, fellas. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. We are at episode number 58. Audience, thank y'all so much for being here, pulling up. As always, let me give y'all a quick run of a show because we got a packed show for y'all today. So I'm going to kick off with a tech talk. AI is our subject for this whole year. And I'm going to be talking about a new agentic agent that came out from another country that's been really killing it lately called Manus AI. No. Not DeepSeek. They're actually using DeepSeek, I believe, in the background, but we'll definitely talk about Manus AI in China. Yeah, they coming through. They're coming for our next player. And then we're going to have a D-Hustle with current tech events, right? Raymond's Nuggets, and it definitely sounds like he got something more than just his nuggets to talk about because HOAs.
HOA status.
We'll definitely run into that. So we got a utility websites, a show recommendation, and then we're going to have D-Hustle pull up with the sports. We got some sponsorship. We got a new program that we want to announce here at the show. So I don't know if the audience is ready for that. We really got some really good things coming up. And then I'll just close it out with an outro, shout out to you all out, and definitely give you updates on things we got going on. How's that sound for y'all?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby, if you want
Let's go. Let's get it.
Slow down, people. It's coming right now.
I've been watching some of our replays of our show, man. We actually really have a really good show. I want to encourage our audience members to tell people about our show. Backstage with Bobby D is another segment. It's fire. We got a lot of great content out there. And every day that I, get on my YouTube, tech hustles keep popping up. So we're releasing content all the time. So I do want to encourage you all to follow along, like, subscribe. If you know somebody that would be really interested in our content, share it with them. All right, fellas, we're going to jump right into our tech talk. Thanks, D, for queuing up the music. And today we're going to be talking about the topic called AI. We've been talking about AI.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, why not, right? It's the newest thing on the block. And definitely want to make sure that we encourage our listeners to level up on this skill set. But I've reported about 2 or 3 episodes ago about kind of this battle that's going between 2 countries. That's the United States and then China. United States has a lot of proprietary closed source models like OpenAI. We've talked about it a number of times on the show. Anthropic's, Claude, Gemini. There's so many proprietary models that are being developed here in the States. And by far, they've been really some of the most high performing ones. But China, on the other hand, has been coming in low key and killing the game because they just released another model from over there. And this is from their actual lab. So don't think that it's like the countries themselves that are fighting up against each other. It's really companies that are inside these countries that are really creating some really cool use case for AI. And the next one that's up is something called Manus AI. Manus AI. This AI is a general AI agent that bridges minds and actions. It does not just think, it delivers results. And what that means is we've been talking about AI agents lately. Y'all heard me talk about it a few times. And I think sometime a lot of our audience may not really connect the dots on what that really means. And the cool thing about Mantis is it actually helps connect the dots. Because with most of the interactions that we have with AI nowadays is that we're chatting with it back and forth. ChatGPT being, the flagship model that most of us use here in the States. And then a few weeks ago or a few months ago, DeepSeek came through and really, rattled everybody's feathers, even dropped the market by almost $2 trillion. But the new one that's on the block, $1 trillion, that's crazy. And the new AI model or lab that's on the market now is this Mantis AI. And the thing that it's doing different is that you're not just chatting with it and getting information. You're actually chatting with it so that it goes and do things for you, right? It's like some of the examples that I'll just click on real quick is you'll see it. For instance, D-Hustle travels all the time. How many hours do you spend looking up flights, looking up hotels, looking up locations and planning, right? Several hours, right? Yeah. And then sometimes you don't even buy the same day, right?
Because every time prices fluctuate on every other week.
Yeah, it fluctuates, right? So the cool thing about what the new era is going to be is instead of D-Hustle spending his time watching and monitoring the fluctuations, going to the website, booking it, putting in your information, is that you will allocate or you will delegate or you will task it out to an AI agent that would do it.
Right.
Yeah. So the cool thing about Mantis is Mantis has this capability built into it. So you can say, hey, I want to go on, a family trip that's going to, be a month. And I'm thinking about 3 different destinations. Can you make a recommendation, create an agenda, and then also go look up some flights for me because I want to know how much is this going to cost. Put it all inside of a spreadsheet, and then when you're done, email the whole family so everybody, or send out a survey to the whole family so we can choose which vacation we're going to go on.
Right.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the cool thing about this AI agent is that it's going to run once, and then you say, hey, can you go and update the prices? Because I think there's this new flight from Spirit. I don't know if D is going to want to go on Spirit anymore, but
isn't that his favorite airline?
That's not his favorite airline.
It was my favorite airlines until they changed a lot of crap.
Until they changed a lot of stuff, right?
I don't like Spirit anymore.
But the good thing is that D-Hustle can tell Mantis, like, hey, I don't like Spirit. Make sure that I'm only flying JetBlue or Delta, and then it's going to check those sites to make sure that the pricing model there.
Impressive.
So the cool thing about this model is also, or this site, is that they have like some examples, and I'm going to click one really quick because I've seen one earlier. This one right here, it says 2 months family trip itinerary guide. So I'm going to click on it, and you all get to see this afterwards, and definitely I'll post this inside of Discord. But what's happening right here is that we are basically seeing Mantis do its thing. I'm going to scroll up a little bit, and you can see this is the chat prompt here that we're asking it, hey, I want to travel to South America. I'm thinking between the month of July and September. We're flying from Australia. We want to do this. We want to do that. And it's just basically being tasked out. What you'll see on the right-hand side is you see the AI itself browsing the internet, basically going through, looking for information. It has a list of tasks that it's doing, and you'll see I'm scrolling on the left-hand side, trying to get to the bottom so we can see what's going on. Now it's looking up New Zealand. It's looking up this location, that location, looking for resources. And the cool thing is what am I doing? I'm just letting the AI agent go and do its thing, right? It has access to the internet browser. It has access to even being able to write code and execute code locally so that it can accomplish certain tasks. And the cool thing about this, that this is all being done autonomously, right? Agentically, right? This is when you see here AI agents, they're going to be doing more than just responding back or doing one actional things. They're actually going to be able to go do these type of tasks. That make sense?
Yeah. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, man. And then the end results of this, I mean, we're not going to let it play all the way through, but the end results is that it sends out an email with all the details that you want, itinerary information, different places that we should go. And it basically could also create like a web page. Like you see right here on the right-hand side, what it did was is actually created a web page with all the details that you asked for. Telling you, you know, this is the climates for us to consider. These are the time of the years that we can go. Here goes an actual detailed itinerary. If we go from the 1st to the 30th on week number 1, we do this. Week number 2, you do this. Like, this is all planning and what do they call travel agent type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's with just one prompt up here to ask the question, and then the agentic AI or the AI agent goes off and do it, and then produces the results for you. Uh-oh.
I don't like it.
What happened, D?
I could have sworn this was your idea, bro.
Uh-huh.
You mentioned this to me a couple months back.
Mm.
And now it came out. So if they are listening to this shit right here, we need a fucking check. We need to stop this bullshit.
We need a check, right? Can you believe this?
Did you speak to somebody about this idea?
Bro, I mean, you know, here at the Tech House...
Fuck that. We need that check. Bro, because you were saying the same thing. It's like, yo, we were talking about this. What do you... Because you was like, what do you think if I create something that did this and did that, and then... And it's almost the same concept of what you're doing. To put it in the calendar. We need that chat, man. Stop playing around.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all need to. First of all, thank y'all for watching. We can tell. We can tell y'all very much tuned in. But also, send us a check, Mantis. We were over here promoting, but also when these intellectual properties are leaked out.
But yes, it's a good plan because you made up this thing. It was your idea. I think you should rename it. But yeah, it's a good thing. It's something that I'll probably use.
Yeah, actually, I was looking down here to figure out why in the world they name it this. It's in Latin, it's called hand. Mantis in Latin is translated in hand. And then it's a general AI agent that turns your thoughts into actions. That's their punchline. Yeah. So
it's all about competition, man, at the end of the day. Now, what is the difference between this, ChatGPT, DeepSeek? I mean, can none of these other platforms do the same thing?
So these other platforms are going to start to catch up to this. So it's like when one goes off and do something, everybody else goes catch up. So ChatGPT created a chat bot. Obviously, that's where everybody else started to go do. Now, this new Manus AI, it like merges some of the technology that OpenAI already has, which we reported called Operator. But it just does it at a different level because it's not like, hey, I have to like constantly like, hey, yes, do that, do this. This is just going to go and do it, right? It's almost like an individual or a person that's going to go do these tasks. And that's just one example. I mean, they have a few examples on their website, from creating video games to writing reports, doing stock market analysis. Like, imagine... Even big shout outs to Swaggy P, Sincere, and everything that they got going over there. Imagine if they're, because they do a Forex trading. Imagine if they have like a morning analysis every morning that basically, you know, gives them insights into stocks information, and it just basically runs. And it's basically like you hired somebody that does research that you would pay probably like, you know, between $1,000 to $5,000 a clip to do that type of research, and you have an AI that does it within 3 to 5 minutes, pennies on the dollar type stuff.
That's impressive. That's cool.
Yeah, man. This is the new era that's coming up. And big shout outs to China. I think they're doing a great job keeping us on our toes.
Definitely. I've never seen that country falling behind.
Yeah, they've definitely not allowed that to happen ever again. They want to be in the forefront, even if it's, and I'm not trying to put y'all on blast, even if it's copying some other people's stuff, right? Or listening to the Tech House podcast and then go catch these ideas. But they are moving at a very fast pace to keep up with what the momentum is heading.
Right.
The other thing that I wanted to quickly mention about Manus AI is it also gives me some insights into something we've talked about on the show a number of times called AGI. Just imagine that this thing is running all the time, right? And but executing on all the things that you mentioned, and or taking care of household things, buying your groceries, scheduling appointments. Like, it's always running. Not like, hey, I had to type in something, go and do this. It's just always doing it. This right here proves to me that we are like less than a year or two away from AGI. 100%. And AGI is probably already here. They just haven't told us yet because obviously they're trying to hold it back, because you see what happens when they release stuff, everybody else or China goes run and go recreate it. But this right here proves to me that AGI is right around the corner, because the only thing that this is missing is a memory system, something where you're going to be storing the consciousness of the AI, or a database, which is basically what it is, and then just always running in terms of a process. It's like a while true in Python, which is crazy. That's how we run processes. But yeah, big shout out to Mantis. Big shout out to what they got going on, pushing the industry forward. I also overheard that they're going to be open sourcing this too, which I think is going to be really, really cool and a great use case. And yeah, OpenAI, China's coming for y'all neck for sure. Yeah, I got to keep up pace. But any questions? Any thoughts?
Is it an app or is it just a site?
It's going to be a site.
Okay.
I think there might have some maybe client app that you install on your cell phone. But all of this stuff is going to be like background processes, right? People aren't going to sit there and watch it surf the internet. That's not what agentic ideas are or agents are. You are going to just schedule these things and they're just going to happen. You can go back and see what it did or what websites it went to. But yeah, there's really no need, in my opinion, for an app. All you need to do is build APIs. I used to tell my mentees this, or when I used to work at the keyboard, is that everything should be an API. Like, you should not be building graphical interfaces or UIs. Just make it an API, command line, the lowest entry point for you to be able to execute things, and then you can, build so many other great applications around it. So yeah, I think it's just going to be an API.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I could definitely see a use case.
Yeah,
with this for me, with battling my HOA or something to that effect. So yeah, definitely, yeah, I like it.
Battling with your HOA, it's going to be writing emails for you and following up, and maybe even calling them and filling out some forms and stuff like that.
I could definitely see that.
This guy.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, that's all I got for you all. Definitely thank y'all so much for tuning in. Check out Manus AI. Check us out on Discord. I'm going to drop the link in there. And definitely, if you are finding or utilizing some cool AI resource or tools, please let us know here at the show. We're always giving reviews and definitely trying to level everybody up. So that's what's up, fellas.
I like it.
All right. Manus AI, the general AI agent that's going to take thoughts into actions.
That's cool. Thoughts into actions.
That's a good one. All right, D, we got tech news up. What's going on, player?
All right. Current events, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Couple stuff. Apple.
Your favorite product.
I think that's your favorite product. Apple is trying to release an 18.8-inch foldable iPad Pro prototype.
Ooh. Wow.
I put it on the Discord here.
Okay.
Features of under display Face ID with metal superstructure lens for a notch-free design. Expected to come out in 2027.
Oh my gosh.
Another product of AKA coming out, but it looks nice. It's thin.
Yeah.
Looks way thinner than this here, but I got the Mac. But that must be the Air.
Oh, hold on a second. I apologize. I thought this was a foldable iPhone. No, this is a foldable device, like an iPad.
Yeah, like a iPad / a MacBook.
Oh,
like what I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not feeling it, Bobby?
No, bro. Like the other day, what's that company in China? It starts with an H. They came out with a foldable phone. We reported a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
That thing was sold out like before it was even released, right?
Yeah.
And it was still form fitted into a phone. I don't know why Apple is like trying to still be in that middle spot where iPads, and why do you need a foldable iPad?
I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know.
Okay, Raven. Why not? Mr. Apple fanboy. Yeah, I'll just buy it. Why not?
I mean,
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
What do you got to say about that, Mr. Raymond? Because it seems like you like Apple very much.
I am an Apple fan, but
you are.
I'm not a fanboy like Bobby has.
Yo, he said I'm a fan.
Incorrectly
described.
It's interesting. It's cool. I mean, everybody's doing the foldable stuff. They're just following the wave.
But a foldable tablet?
Yeah, I mean, that's not something I'm going to run out and go buy. Like you said, it is kind of stupid, but yeah, they're just riding the wave, I guess.
Man, what's going on, Apple? I thought y'all was supposed to be
no innovation, really. So
I don't know what's going on over there, but if you guys want to give me a shout, I'm more than happy to go over there and start creating new stuff.
D said I'll get everything aligned.
Does anybody else do a foldable iPad right now, or a tablet or anything like that? Does Google or Android?
I don't see a use case for it, bro.
Okay.
It's almost like they're trying to fold out the. Hold on a second. They're trying to fold out the. Dang, I lost my train of thought. They're trying to fold out the, almost like a keyboard. Like if there was a keyboard or something like that, I could see that, but
Right.
I don't get it. Like, is it supposed to fold halfway so I can still type on the screen to be?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Well, how far is it going to open? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
True. Yeah.
I mean, can you open it completely and it be completely flat? Or do you have like limits? Because over here, I can't even go further than what I'm at.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out their innovation strategy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I really don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me.
It
Good
is
luck.
what it is.
Good luck. I ain't buying it.
No?
Nah, player.
Well, I mean, if it's $300, I'll definitely go ahead and buy it.
$300. Yeah.
Definitely gonna
I'll
be
jump
$300.
into that bandwagon and see what happens. Next news. This is the year that Apple and Samsung will compete for the title of the thinnest smartphone.
Wow.
So the competition is going to be between the Apple 17 Air, which is very thin, against the Galaxy S25 Edge. Which one is better? Congratulations to both Samsung and Apple. The only two guys are bringing out stuff. There are other competitions, but I guess everybody is going for the hype, so everybody's jumping onto the Apple/Samsung.
Yeah.
There are other phones out there, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be scared of using it. Like the Opfine N5, which is a great phone that I discussed about last podcast.
Yeah,
It
we
was a
did.
very
Yeah, we
great
did.
phone. If you guys worrying about price tag, it's just a couple hundreds more. You guys got it.
Just a couple hundreds more.
Don't fucking be scared of it.
Oh my gosh.
And then at the end of the day, if you don't like it, I think they give you like like a waive, not a waiver, but a couple days to try it out and return it back. If I'm not
If it
mistaken.
don't work out. Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys don't like it, you guys can definitely go back out and say, "Hey, I don't like the phone." Talk to your provider, AT&T,
Yep.
T-Mobile, Cricket, whatever,
Google Fi.
Google Fi, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and et cetera. I don't know who's gonna win. I'm gonna go with Galaxy on this one.
Yeah.
But hey,
I mean, I've always liked Samsung's like hardware gear, especially when I was on Android. I definitely messed with the Samsung rather than the Pixel, which I thought were the two best, in my opinion, Android phones.
right.
So iPhone is calling their iPhone 17 Air, or is that going to be a different one, like the Max?
Well, 17 is. This been a rumor of what 17 was going to be. We never know what it's going to be.
You never know.
I mean, I don't expect this phone 17 will come out until what they usually come out, October, September.
Yeah, September.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know Samsung usually brings out their product first, and then Apple comes later.
Samsung like, yo, guess what we got?
Let's bring out our clients real quick, and then everybody else. Let's get the iPhone 17. I mean, I am in the verge of a new phone because my phone is acting up. I was talking to the wife about getting an upgrade, maybe going into a Samsung.
Wow.
She said she would disown me if I get a Samsung. And here's what it is. It's because of that green shit.
Yep.
At the end of the day, she says she doesn't care about what phone I get. I just hate the green thing. I was like, at the end of the day, do you want to receive my messages or you don't? Make up your mind.
Is she gonna look at it or not? That's funny.
Like I said, Drake made a whole song about this. Text go green.
Yeah.
It is the green. It's the green monster.
Wow.
But we'll see what happens. If I do buy an iPhone, it's not going to be the top of the line.
Yeah.
Because I am out there looking. So we'll see what happens. But if I do get one, it'll be maybe that E.
16E?
The 16E. Maybe I'll fuck around and start making my own shit. First one around out here, dude.
It was like,
If
what's
I
that
do.
X version? Where'd you get that from?
Some state
That's
of the
what's
art.
up.
Next topic here. Google just stopped, scrapped out, deleted, scratch off, boom. Hand Play Store featured out. Does not exist anymore on your Google. So what you need to know about this, Google quietly ditched out the Play Store app sharing features on the new recent update that they just did. The feature was supposed to be removed in December, but now they waited until now to delete it. And it was a lifesaver for all these users with no internet, which allowing app transfers without eating up any data.
Oh, that's actually a really cool feature. Like if you think about it, what this feature is exactly for people that don't have great internet connection. Let's say that we're out somewhere and I got an app, for instance, TikTok, right? I got a TikTok installed on my Android phone. Raymond doesn't have it. D Hustle doesn't have it. Y'all can't download it from the Play Store, but I can share the installed app with you so that y'all can install it.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a freaking awesome idea. Why did they take away this option?
I don't know. You got to ask Play Store about it.
That is crazy.
They had some stuff going on there. I guess their removal was supposed to be in December from what I was saying. And
Yeah.
I guess their new version, they say, yo, goodbye. Thank you for coming in. Do not go past go. Do not even collect $200. It is what it is.
Wow. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, especially when you have people that don't have the luxury of internet like we have here in the States. Right. They're going to really be limited. And that was a brilliant idea to be able to still get apps installed on other devices.
Yeah. Cool. Yep. Next subject.
What we got?
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, for
finally
gamers.
coming out 2025. I've been hearing this shit for a while. Supposed to come out in a long time ago. I think it's 6 years already, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Here's the bad news. You're looking at $100 plus.
For what? For the game? Wow.
Some locations have it for like $120, $110. If you guys don't know, Grand Theft Auto is a long time game.
Yeah.
It has not come out in a good minute. A lot of anticipation, a lot of hype, a lot of love. It's been done and recorded. Some of the stuff in Miami. Just in case, you shout out to Miami if you guys are not on there. Really excited about this game, but I just don't understand why do you guys wait so long?
Is this real? This is really got to come out? I mean,
it's really well, AKA.
AKA.
It's supposed to come out on the 4th. Okay. They've been saying that for quite some time. Yeah. After I think they announced it maybe like 2 years, maybe 3 years ago.
Shoot, I feel like we announced it 2-3 years ago on our show, bro.
Yeah.
Supposed to come out anyway. At the end of the day, the price is not $60 anymore, $70.
Yeah, $59.99, right? That's what it used to be.
They usually go. You're looking at $100,
huh?
$120, $130, depending on how quickly you want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to set a bad precedence for like games now. If they
going
start
forward?
following this, making it, this is crazy.
I mean, it's they're setting a precedence soon because it's not like it's not going to sell. I mean,
no,
people are going to buy.
People definitely going to buy it.
Yeah,
definitely. I don't know if I'm going to buy it. Yeah. I'm going to wait to see
the reviews first.
See how it slows down, and
or if y'all want to send us Grand Theft Auto, we can definitely write a great review for
yes,
you all.
Definitely.
PS5s, you got that's what you got. PS5,
PS5.
You got a PS5, right? We all got PS5s. We make it happen.
I'll let you know how the game works.
Yeah,
how it looks. I'm expecting the freaking HD to be phenomenal on it.
You know? 4K. Darwin said if it ain't coming in 4K,
shit, that shit need to be an 8K right about now, you know? But yeah, it's supposed to be coming out. Big hype. Yeah. Hopefully it comes out. Hopefully you guys don't get pushed back. Yeah. It is what it is. And we call it.
So are y'all sold on this price, $100?
You know what? I am not amazed that they are making it $100. But here's the catch. Once you get this $100 note, or the other EA sports and all that is going to run up to $100.
Facts.
100. That's crazy.
I think the most I spent it on the game was $80, and that was on 2K, and that was because it was the Jordan. Michael Jordan was on the cover for it.
Oh, like that edition?
Got a special edition.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I don't think Jordan ever is going to be in the cover again.
Yeah. Let
me go ahead and grab it. Still brand new in the plastic. Got that for memories.
You know, I got another question. Is there bootlegs yet? Can you get a bootleg game?
Bootleg?
Yeah, like is there a way that you can install it? I'm trying to see.
What's this guys going on around here?
Like, can I get a bootleg version of the game or something like that?
Yeah, if you want to look at it at YouTube, I mean,
that's like the new bootleg, right? Just watching other people play it on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, I've never seen it as a bootleg, but you're more than welcome to. I can find out for you.
We'll see. We'll send us our version so we don't even have to deal with that. Yeah. Sorry for the interruption.
Let me know. I'll go ahead and play it for you, give you the and come to the next podcast and let you know yay or nay.
For sure. Dang, 2025. It's supposed to come out this year.
Yeah, fall.
Wow.
I'm skeptical.
Raymond's not even moving. He's like, wait until see.
Been saying this for like 6 years, like D Hustle said.
Yeah. Yo, you think they might wait for the holidays? Because that's it's coming out before then? Before the summertime?
Fall is usually September.
Yeah.
October, September.
Yeah.
That happens. But I mean, you never know. It gets pushed
know.
back. Maybe they're hanging out with Apple. We don't know.
There's some bugs that they got to fix in the game first before they release it. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But other than that, gentlemen.
I thought of something also. I don't think the first Grand Theft Auto versions was during this era of like online play, like when you could all be in a Fortnite type stuff. Mm-hmm. Do you think they're going to be making something like that?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
I don't see why not, but you never know.
Maybe that's the delay. I don't know.
We never know.
Well, it's been on our list to play, to watch, to download, to install. So step up your game. Let's get it.
Yep.
All right. Next up, we got some Raymond's Nuggets. And don't forget about the HOA either, because this guy. So what you got on your list, player?
Yeah, so I want to start off with some disclaimers before I go into this nugget here. You guys ever watch a TV show or a podcast or anything and they have the disclaimer, this is not legal advice, this is not financial advice?
Yeah.
I'm giving my disclaimer right now. The Tech Hustle does not promote anything illegal and illicit. This is only for informational purposes only. This nugget I'm going to give you. So before I do that, I want to ask you guys a question. Have you guys ever heard of this guy named Ross Ulbricht? He just got paroled recently by President Trump. He did 10 years in prison.
Pardon, you mean?
Pardon, yeah.
There we go.
So
no, I don't know who that is.
Anyways, D Hustle could look him up here. He made this website called Silk Road.
Oh yeah, I know who Silk Road is.
So yes, he's the guy that made the website Silk Road that was on the dark web where you can buy all kinds of illegal stuff, drugs, weapons. You can even hire hitmen on this.
Anything you want
on this site. So anyway, I think the guy did like 10 years in prison and he's very grateful. He got pardoned by Trump. Some people thought it was,
2013. Yep.
Yeah. So some people thought he got like, too harsh of a sentence. So reason why I'm giving that is the nugget I'm going to give you is we all like privacy. There's many browsers that does privacy and stuff like that. This is a browser called Tor. It's completely legal, but it gets a bad rap. Like a lot of everyday people use it. Journalists, regular people who are concerned about privacy. But like I said, it's illegal in some countries, but it is completely legal here. The reason why it gets a bad rap is not only is it good for privacy, you can also access what's called the dark web, which are websites that are completely illegal. And like I said, we don't promote anything on here. Use it at your own leisure. This is for informational purposes only. This is a great browser if you want to be secure and, concerned about your privacy and stuff like that. It's very good at that, but also you can go on to the dark end. So the Tor browser. So what reason why I bring that up is this guy Silk Road had his website like on the Tor networks, which this browser allows you to get the Tor networks that has illegal sites and stuff like that. The reason why this is a good site is because some countries that don't allow journalists to do stuff like that, this is good for people like that too, like, who want to find out the true stuff and their country doesn't allow blah, blah, blah. This is, like I said, this is a very good site if you are interested in privacy and stuff like that. So don't do anything illicit.
Yeah, you just got to be careful, though, because you are right. It's basically, so the way that I like to describe Tor is that you have a website that has a weird name, and it ends with, don't you know most of our websites are .com at the end? These sites end with .tor, meaning that they're on the Tor network. But they don't use normal DNS name resolution, right? So most of us know www.google.com. We don't know Google's IP address, which is the real thing that you're connecting to, right? So it's not like we're typing in 172.something.something.something to go to Google. You're just basically saying www.google.com. But the thing that Torrent does is it allows you to access sites that are not registered in the normal DNS, but they're registered inside of their network. And those are like the dark web type like websites.
Correct. And
it's a scary place over there.
Yeah, so just to let you know, some of these sites, like if you try to access them with Google or Firefox, it's not going to let you.
Yeah.
Because they're like, hey, these sites are bad. We're not going to allow you. So if you want to access them, you can use this Tor browser.
Correct.
So, but yeah.
So I should use this on incognito?
For sure. This is even more than incognito.
Only purposes. You do what you want, the hustle. So, but
yeah, for sure. Don't if you do use this torrent browser, don't log into anything through it, because technically what you're doing is you're on their network, and as soon as you're on their network, there is possibilities that they might be able to see certain stuff. So I would definitely be incognito if I'm using it. Yes. So no personal, no logging into Instagram, Facebook, your Gmail. No logging into bank websites. No go to Chase. Don't go to Wells Fargo. Don't go to any site that you have to type in your username and password on this browser on that network. If you want to browse, like go to like an eBay style site where you can purchase anything like Silk Road. You can browse, but don't put your information in there. 100%.
Interesting.
Because they will get it. 100. Like this is the same network, or this is the same this is the same infrastructure that you ever hear, like when data leaks, people's like driver's license, social security numbers, credit card numbers. This is the network that they're using to trade it, right? And or access it or publicize that they have access to it. So any of that information, please don't like use this on somebody else's computer.
We do not promote or anything. This is all informational purposes only. So like Bobby D said. So this is if you're a privacy nut or you want to check out some sites that you think should be allowed here in this country and it doesn't, check out the Tor browser. It will allow you to do that anonymously. So all right.
Be careful in these streets.
All right. Only here by Raymond on
And out of all of us, y'all can see this.
Yeah, like I said, I don't promote anything. I'm not a
But what you doing
advisor.
over there, bro?
This is just informational purposes. What do you mean?
Raymond is like one of those people, like you go outside, right? You go into this event. It's a concert, right? And you walk in and you're like, man, I ain't going to see nobody. And you look in the cut and Raymond's right there in the corner already there. Like, what are you doing here, Raymond? Like, how are you here already? But I appreciate the nugget there, because that is definitely a really good tool to be familiarized with. Just be careful with it.
Yeah. So I've used it a couple times. So.
No, we believe you. We definitely
for research. D, what do you think?
No, I understand.
Yeah, for research.
I understand.
So
that's funny.
Yeah. So I got another one here. I was testing it earlier. I'm still going to give it. The site wasn't working, but I'm still going to drop it in here anyway. But I thought it was a cool site. So we all want to be, hustlers and be our own boss and stuff like that, have our own business. I thought this site was cool, but like I said, I was playing with it earlier today. It wasn't working, but I still wanted to drop it in there. But like, if you are struggling with coming up with like a really cool name for your business, like we did, like with the Tech Hustle, Bobby, did you come up with that name or what?
Actually, my son came up with that name for me.
Oh, okay. Your son came up with that name? Awesome. Okay.
What's up, big boy?
If you've got like a business idea that you're coming up with and you can't come up with a cool name, this website is a name generator for your business. You put in the keywords and it's supposed to help you come up with a name. Like I was testing it earlier. I don't know if their site was down and wasn't working, but I still wanted to drop it in there. So I don't know. Yeah. But yeah.
What's the name of the site?
Name Stack. It's called Name
Stack. www.namestack.
Yeah, you're supposed to put in your keywords and it comes up with a really cool name for your business.
Business name generator. Enter some words to relate it to your business to get started.
Yeah.
You just pop in a few keywords. I tried to put in dark web to see if it came up with like another Silk Road name or something like that. So this is the most powerful business name generator. I wonder. Oh, yeah, it definitely is using AI.
Yeah, everybody's using AI.
Big shout outs to you, Ray. Appreciate the AI plug here.
Yeah, sure.
But it is having some issues. But you know what? You know what the other thing is, Raymond, because this is like the second utility site that I've seen you bring to the show that showcases how AI could be used. This site, only thing is to generate names.
Correct.
That's all it does.
Right.
Those are going to be like the utility sites that AI is going to be using or creating, like the back end. Like the back end of this is 100% AI, right?
Yeah, I didn't think about that that. Okay.
So these are all examples of how you use AI to create businesses, sites, or products like business name generator. Give me 3 words to tell me what you're doing, and I'll give you 12 different names that you can choose from that don't already have an LLC or not registered in some type of name index somewhere, right? But this is all AI. This is all AI.
Yeah.
So, show or participants tune in. Like, if you are here at the Tech Hustle and you hear me talking about this and you have a business idea, thinking about how we could build like a site that does something in back end by AI, and you don't know where to start, you don't know where to begin, come and holler us here at the Tech Hustle. I got an announcement to tell you about our Tech Hustle Academy, but this is a perfect example of a very simple web page, landing page that you type in a few words, it generates names, right? Think of what else you can create. And we've reported a few other utility sites on that too. So thanks a lot, Raymond, for this one. Yeah,
sure.
It's not working right now, but don't worry about that part. Yeah. It's just the idea.
Facts.
All right, Raymond, what else you got on your list, player?
So the last one here is a show. Typically, I like to recommend a show or a movie and stuff like that. But before I do that, I have some comments. Obviously, this streaming service, in my opinion, is the best streaming service right now. I just read an article last week that they are going to spend $18 billion in the year 2025 this year on content alone.
Wow.
$18 billion on content alone. So like I said, they all cannot come out with, hits. Typically, I recommend shows for you guys, but this time I'm going to do something differently. I am going to de-recommend a show. And I had a lot of high hopes for this show. Like I said, I think it's the best streaming platform out right now, Netflix. Not everything can be a hit. Some of them can be misses. This show was a big miss. They had advertised this on the Super Bowl. I was so hyped for it. Every freaking big name actor you can think of is on this show, and this thing was a complete dud. Before I give you the name of the show, I want to tell you some of the actors and actresses that are in this show. Just bear with me here.
Say the name first, and then tell us the actors.
It's like we're climbing the mountain, climbing and climbing and climbing and
says
climbing.
Everything. This shows this, and that, and then we never. What's the show?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the show. So I just wanted to give those some of those comments in there. Let me drop the name of the show in here for you. So do not waste your time. I wish I could be like The Hustle and abandon the show, but I can't. But once I
have that
give
on my list.
into a show, I feel like I have to like commit and finish it.
That.
I'm warning you, ladies and gentlemen. 0 Day 30 by Netflix. They spent several $100 million on this show. This show was complete trash.
Yeah.
It is garbage. Yes. Look at all the big time actors in it. I know. How can a show like this be bad with Angela Bassett and all of these different actors? The guy that's from, I can't even name of it. Yes. Robert De Niro. I can go on and on. This show is bad, ladies and gentlemen. Do not watch it. 0
When you
Day
say
30.
bad, define bad for me. Like what's going on that you
it's-
think that the show is bad?
Okay, I finally looked it up on Rotten Tomatoes today. Both the audience and Rotten Tomatoes gave it 50%.
Wow.
Yes, like it's not entertaining, D. It's just boring. It's not good.
I watched it.
You watched it?
Yeah,
okay.
me and the wifey watched it.
Give me your unbiased opinion.
So I will say that it started off really good. The concept was really good. And then it went left for me. I lost it. It didn't really
Another Shogun. Understood.
Yeah, it was like...
no, Shogun's better than that. No.
It was like... It just left me so wanting more in terms of just the show itself. I think they like skimmed over a lot of stuff. I don't know if they were trying to wrap it up faster than what it's supposed to be, but it's a cool storyline. And the concept, and I'll just give you the concept quickly. It's like an ex-president helps the existing presidents solve like a national security issue. That's what it basically is. And obviously it has these different adversaries, like, hey, it might be this country, it might be that country, it might be this country, it might be that country. Hey, there's this agent that's, operating here in the United States. Let's go find that. Like, it had that type of feeling, but it just didn't come through, bro. I didn't feel it. Okay. I was disappointed.
Yeah.
So you give it a...
Yeah, I think the 50 was the right.
Yeah,
right
it's terrible. Like I said, I still think Netflix is the best streaming platform out there. Not everything is a hit, but this was a complete miss.
Yeah.
This thing
So it left you like a cliffhanger.
Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, hey, feel free to watch it on your own accord, D.
I have it on my list.
But
Angela Bassett's in it, so let's go support Angela Bassett.
How can a show with Angela Bassett and Robert De Niro be bad?
Right.
But they somehow was able to figure that out. This is crazy. You've got the guy, the white guy, Jesse Plemons. He's from Breaking Bad, and he's on multiple other shows. Whenever I see that guy in the show, I know the show's going to be good. Except for this one, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Like, I don't understand. Yeah. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Do you think it's the writing?
I don't know. It was boring, bro. It wasn't good.
I almost feel like
acting wasn't even that good too.
You remember a few months back, we had the writer strike that was going on.
Yes.
And then we were like, hey,
It could be. Yeah.
Like the results of that writer strikes are the products that we're getting now, right? Because they have to write and then they have to produce the show and then it comes out.
Correct.
And me and my wife were talking about this and I was like, man, this is probably something that was being developed during that writer strike. It was hey, we just kind of threw it together. We already put money into it. Let's go ahead and run with it. But that right there shows me like the creativity was missing for me. It was like I felt like something was missing.
Yeah, it was a dud. It was very unfortunate. So
yeah.
But if you think differently, ladies and gentlemen, come let us know here at the Tech Cut so we can definitely hear your
comment
opinions.
below.
Yeah,
comment below. Let me know how you feel about it.
First time ever I have de-recommended a show. So.
De-recommended.
Yes.
No, I did not recommend it. I said de-recommend.
I do not recommend the show. So.
I didn't recommend the show. No.
Yeah, Angela Bassett was on the show too, man. I was happy when I saw her. I was like,
yes, Angela Bassett, Robert De Niro. I mean, how can a show like that be bad? So
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot for that nugget there, Raymond.
Sure.
Now, you're not going to leave your segment without us talking about HOA, bro. So,
well, hold on. But before you get to that, shout out to Daredevil. Great show.
Y'all were talking about this the other day.
Last week.
Seen first 2 episodes. Phenomenal. Today it comes out, the next episode, so I can't wait for you to see it. That's a good show.
Yeah.
We don't want to leave you guys with a bad show in your taste.
Yeah.
We want
Thanks,
to
D.
give you a good show.
Yeah.
That's why you're here, bro. That's why you're here.
No more
But what
0
platform
days.
it is on?
This is on Apple.
Apple TV?
Apple TV, yes.
Damn, Raymond. Like, I'm missing out, bro.
Hey, man, I don't know what to tell you.
Like, come on, man.
Hey.
You know how to do it. Send me the username and password, bro.
All right. Apple, you're not hearing this right now, okay?
But it's definitely a good show.
Definitely a good show.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Netflix doesn't have it. Come on to the dark side, to the Apple.
Yeah.
And they'll go ahead and show you.
That's what's up. Well, D, thank you for that last nugget there. And yeah, Raymond.
HOA status. Let's see
what's up with the HOA, bro.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a comment. I will never live in an HOA community again, and that's just kind of like my public service announcement. Don't do it. I know sometimes you have no choice because they're pretty much all over unless you move out to the boonies or live somewhere far away from city limits. It just kind of it just makes your living situation unpleasant. They have more power than the city. Yeah. You have to oblige by their rules, and I'm just kind of going through that now, and it's just not a fun experience. They banned my son from riding his go-kart 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is not America when my son cannot ride his go-kart in a freaking community. So yeah, they banned my son from riding the go-kart in the community. Next, they have demanded that me and several homeowners paint our homes. We have 30 days to paint our homes. People can't even pay for price of eggs right now.
Facts.
And you're putting this pressure on someone to paint their homes in 30 days. It's like, come on, man, kick rocks, man. People are struggling, whatever the situation is. So, but yeah, just be mindset. If you did not live in a HOA, you wouldn't have to deal with stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's just unfortunate. So,
and just to fill everybody in terms of what an HOA, homeowners association, here in Florida, we mostly live in these little small communities, gated communities, our neighborhoods. And inside that neighborhood has a monthly charge or fee because you're inside this community and you pay it to the HOA, and then the HOA is the one that Raymond's up against. I've had my encounters with HOAs, end up, trying to make it seem like I was going to take it to court. They was about to put a lien on my house and everything, all because I didn't spray the front of my house, but I did spray it, and then I sent them the picture, but they said since I didn't spray it the day before, I still got to pay this massive fine. And it's crazy situations with HOAs.
So for you HOA people here, I understand that you have a time frame, but people do have 9 to 5.
yeah.
I know your 9 to 5 is just to go out there and fucking inspect.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But please be mindful that people won't probably have a time to go out until the weekends, and then 9 times out of 10, 98.99% the companies that we need to call are closed on the weekends.
Facts.
We do have kids. We do have responsibility. At the end of the day, your guys are not going to pay for us to take the day off
Nope.
to oblige your expectation in the house. So please have a little bit of courtesy. Please have a little bit of courtesy of giving us an extension.
Yeah.
It's not what you guys want, because at the end of the day, you're really quick to take our money out of our account, and you're really quick to put a lien because we're not following your instructions.
Facts. We'll give D a round of applause for that. Yep.
So please, I know it's your job. I know it's your responsibility. We have the same responsibility as you guys do. But please, at the end of the day, we're going to work with you guys because it's our responsibility to make sure our house is kept up to date.
Facts.
We're not ignoring you. We just don't have that capacity to say, let me tell my boss, hey, can you give me like a day off because my HOA needs yada, 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 yada.
Yep.
You know, we have to move. Some people have days off that we're not able to take the day off. So please be mindful. The same way you guys want to take a day off to see if you have seniority against others, it's the same way. So HOA, if you're listening, please, we're humans too.
Yeah, facts.
So.
And yo, I ain't got $5,000 to go paint the whole house.
Yeah,
off of nowhere. So please be patient. Please be patient. Yep. All right, Raymond. Woosah.
Woosah.
Woosah, Raymond. Woosah. 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 All right, D. So we got sports coming up, man. You ready?
What's going on?
I heard a situation happen on the basketball court the other day, and I can't wait to get your opinion about it.
Oh, you let me know, because I don't know which one you're talking about, but when we're going to get to that subject, don't worry.
Raymond already got to look. He probably know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't know, but let's see what happens. NHL, ladies and gentlemen. If you're looking at hockey's on right now. If your favorite team is winning, we have no idea what it is. Give us a shout out. Let us know what team you like. As far as over here, my guy on the left-hand side, Florida Panthers, creeped up to number 1. They're on a 6-game winning streak as you beating the Toronto Maple Leafs. Right under it, just a game behind. Boston Brewers all the way second to last place. I have no idea what's going on in that organization. You guys are usually number 1, so we need to figure out what the heck is going on over there. In the metropolitan area, the Rangers are number 5. Y'all starting to look like original New York team. So we need to figure that shit out. Over there in the West Coast, the Whipping Jets, top number 1 with the Dallas Stars right under it. Other than that, that's all I got for NHL.
Yeah.
In the next couple weeks, coming up, Lewis Hamilton is about to do his first race in Australia since 2007, running for Formula E. Over there for Ferrari. He is very, very excited. I'm excited for him. Ferrari is doing their thing. Big fan of Ferrari. So Lewis, if you need me to help you out or some advice, come holler at your boy. And we go from there. I know if you're down in Fort Lauderdale, the Hard Rock has that track going on right now.
Yep.
They're already preparing for the track in Fort Lauderdale / Miami. I can't wait. I'm not going to see it, but I'll definitely be hearing it.
Yeah, for sure.
Other than that, that's all I got for Formula Women's College Basketball. Phenomenal thing going on in the Florida Coast. 18-0 for Florida Coast over there, Eagles. I don't know how Florida has a team by the name of Eagles. Trying to figure that shit out. We're definitely in the wrong state, but I see since you're hanging out with the Eagles, you have a phenomenal record. Congratulations with you guys over there. Other than that, in the American UTSA Roadrunners 17-1. Congratulations over there to you ladies. Keep it up. We're rooting for you. Men's college basketball. Lipcomb, the AKA Diddy Bison over there, trying to figure out 14-4. And then the Bryant Bulldogs 14-2. A lot of good teams over there, trying to figure out what's the status over there. Duke 19-1, handling some business. Florida State 8-12. Y'all trying to figure out what's going on over there.
8-12.
Well, it's all right.
Yeah, they're not good at basketball.
It's not a good, but Miami Hurricanes is 3-17.
There we go.
Y'all need to figure that shit out.
It's a football school.
Not a football school, but I don't know. It is what it is. Other than that, that's all I got for men's college basketball. Boxing is coming around. A couple fights coming up March 12th. If you're interested in boxing, good matches are there. Keith Thurman versus Brock Jarvis, 10-round middleweight junior. Mateo going against it's a lot of Ukraine/Russian boxers out there. Shout out to those guys.
Europeans?
I cannot pronounce you guys' name, but it's a 10-round middleweight fight. Other than that, there's a lot of fights going on. March 12th, 13, 14. And if you got the zone, you're more than welcome to watch that on the network. I don't have it, but if you got ESPN Plus, you're more than watching.
Yeah.
There it goes from there. All right. I want to give a special shout out to somebody.
Somebody. Who?
He didn't want me to give his name, but I'm going to have to give his name out. Shout out to you, Johnny, for giving me a recommendation for the show. He said, why are you not talking about wrestling? I said, you know what? I haven't watched wrestling in years.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and show some love in wrestling. So if you're a big fan of wrestling, John Cena is out there. The Rock is coming back. John Cena is doing his last tour. This is his final tour.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap for him. Right now, he has turned in to be the bad guy.
I saw that. It's kind of
I don't
weird.
know if you guys haven't seen me,
Yeah.
but now you do.
Yeah.
John Cena doing his thing. I guess he won against. Oh my God, what is his name? I apologize, guys. I haven't watched wrestling in a long time. John Cena.
It's
Cena.
crazy how he turned to a heel now.
Yes. Yes. Sorry, guys. I
you're
was
good.
not prepared for that one here. His name is
I used to be obsessed.
CM Punk.
That's who he's going to be up against?
He went against him to go against, I guess, to wrestle for WrestleMania 41. So thanks to The Rock, he is going to go ahead and fight in the final elimination of WrestleMania 41. So thanks a lot, Johnny. Appreciate the recommendation.
Yeah.
I'll start putting a little bit more wrestling into that.
Sure.
So I can't wait. Any
Quick
comments?
wrestling question for you guys. Who do you guys think is the most popular wrestler ever?
Ever?
Yes.
Ever?
Yes.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
Russell?
I give a Hulk Hogan. I would say The Rock also.
The Rock is definitely on the list. Andre the Giant.
Definitely a classic guy.
Classic.
I can go on. I can go on and on. I mean, Brock Lesnar
Yeah.
was doing his thing.
Macho Man Randy Savage. That's my guy, bro. Oh,
That's my
man.
guy.
Cooking.
Ultimate
Yeah.
Warrior.
Yeah.
So,
Who's yours?
well, both of you are wrong on paper. I mean, that's your opinion. I'm like, hey, I'm just telling you on
right.
paper, on stats, based on all of the memorabilia and all this stuff. I thought I would have said Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
But it's John Cena.
John Cena?
Yes, he is the most popular wrestler ever. I was shocked to hear that myself.
On paper, that's garbage.
That's just, I'm telling
If you
you.
really want to know who's the real
Yes.
D, Holyfield is
Woo! Exactly.
That's what I would
Ric
say.
fucking Flair.
Ric Flair, bro.
Flair,
Oh, my
yes.
gosh.
Yes.
So if you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. Okay? At the end of the day is woo.
Ric
That's
Flair
all
was
day,
killing it, man.
every day.
And the dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ric Flair. That's
I mean, I'm old school, man. Ravishing Rick Rude, the Demolition Man.
Yes.
All
Jake
those,
the Snake.
Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
Mankind.
Big Sexy.
my
Remember Big Sexy?
Big Sexy.
Yeah.
Undertaker. Ted DiBiase.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was the good old days.
Damn, man, you bringing me back memories, Johnny. I
Remember the
appreciate
Four Horsemen?
Oh, yeah.
The
The Four Horsemen.
Yeah, that was great, man. That was
know,
DX. Remember DX?
Yeah.
DX,
Yes.
Razor Ramon.
Razor Ramon, yeah.
Good old classic guys, man. I do appreciate that. Damn, you bringing me back memory lane.
Yeah,
That
we
was good
reflecting
stuff.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shoot, I remember when it was WWF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is WWE. That was
yeah.
WCW. Remember
WCW,
that? When they would
yeah.
go at it.
Yep.
Oh, Sting. Remember Sting?
Yeah.
WCW.
He's one that was a good and then also went to a bad
Yeah.
side,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
I mean, they're definitely in character, but I'll tell you, bro, it's definitely a sport. It's skill.
Oh, definitely.
And if they're in this as long as like The Rock and John Cena are, they definitely have to maintain a lifestyle body-wise and stuff like
absolutely,
that.
yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely bringing up some old memories. For
Yeah,
sure.
man, there's a lot of guys now that I don't even know idea who they are.
Yeah.
I try my best to figure it out, but I'll be watching it sometimes on, what is it, on Thursday or Fridays that they give it on TV?
It's on Mondays and Thursdays.
Mondays and Thursdays. There you go. Mondays and Thursdays. I don't know who's who in American history with those guys, but showing those guys nothing but love.
For sure, man. It's a lot of work.
A lot of work, but I do appreciate the recommendation. I'll start going ahead and start putting more information in for you guys. Anybody else has recommendations or wants to talk about why I'm not doing what, let me know. I'm more than happy to go ahead and do a little bit more research. It's not day 0 day.
0 day 30.
It's like I'm de-recommending it.
But other than that, back to our original podcast, gentlemen. Major League Baseball still on preseason. Preseason's almost done. Baseball starting at the end of March. San Francisco doing a phenomenal 11-3. Chicago went down to second place, and then my Mets are
they
7-8. Yankees are in fourth place. Shout out to them over there, and Miami Marlins. I have no idea what's going on in last place. Love to see Miami Marlins trying to figure things out. Yeah. They're never going to figure things out, but it is what it is.
Yeah, baseball ain't it down here.
Next subject: football. A lot of movement.
Exciting movements?
Exciting movements. Sam Darnold went to Seattle Seahawks. Not too sure if you guys know exactly what's going on. Sam Darnold got that nice little beautiful check to Seattle Seahawks. Who else? Before I get this, let me get the worst out there. The Giants are trying to get to the fucking Aaron Rodgers to see if they can pull a nice couple deals for him.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're looking at for quarterback, but if we're looking at a quarterback around, that means we're not looking at a quarterback for an around first round pick. That means we might be looking at a wide receiver. But knowing the Giants, they're always looking for a defensive player. Again, the Giants signed Javon Holland from Miami Dolphins. Again, our issues is not in the defense. I'm going to reiterate it again, you dumb idiot motherfuckers. The issue is in the offense. Offense. If you guys are not hearing me very clearly, offense. O-line. Offense. Shit.
Yeah, that was a head scratcher there.
Other than that, Rams are trying to release Cooper Kupp. I'm not too sure why they're trying to do that. The Jets get Justin Fields. Shout out to Zach Wilson going to the Miami Dolphins. Maybe Tua might do something, might not slide correctly now. He might, you never know what's going on over there.
He might.
Cleveland Browns gets Kenny Pickens. I have no idea how many fucking quarterbacks you guys need in that Browns organization. The quarterbacks is not the issue. You need to figure something else out. You guys have a lot of quarterbacks over there. Spread the love out.
Yeah.
You guys
With the quarterbacks?
hogging a lot of quarterbacks up. Figure out what's going on. My man Hopkins is free agent, just in case you guys didn't know. Yeah. And Josh Hobbs went to the Patriots. Not too sure why they got Josh Hobbs. I guess Richardson. Is it Richardson or Drake May is not making the cut over there. I'm not too sure what's going on over there, but it is what it is. Other than that, that's all I got for football. Did I miss anything, guys? Besides Josh Palmer went to the Bills.
Yeah, free agency has been going nuts.
Yeah.
Just people just getting paid stupid money that don't deserve it.
3 years, $55 million for Sam Darnold for 3 years, $110 million contract, including $55 million guarantee to the Seattle Seahawks. And then what's his name? Geno Smith. I don't know what happened. Did he get traded? We're trying to figure out what's going on with that.
I think he went with his old coach.
He's
at the Raiders.
Oh, yeah, I think so. You're correct. Other than that, that's all I got for football. Giants, if you guys want to give me a shout, I can tell you how to turn the team around.
Y'all going to have to call my guy.
Yeah, call me.
And
last but not least, let's get down to business. NBA. Let's get the standings here real quick. What a coincidence. Shout out to that great organization, Cleveland Cavaliers. Already clinched playoffs. Yes. All right?
Wow,
54-10.
Crazy.
Making it. Boston, right under. Knicks, right under. Bucks. Of course, that go want because my man Raymond, do not call me Ray, has no faith in Doc Rivers. So that's why I want. Now, how do you feel about Doc Rivers now?
We'll see.
We'll see. All right. Other than that, we'll see what's going on over there. Miami is creeping up to number 9. Not too sure how they doing that. If every time I look, Wiggins is out, Drokitz is out, but we'll figure out what's going on. Brooklyn Nets just went all the way down all the way up to number 11 after beating the Lakers. Congratulations to that team over there.
That was a home game? They beat him home?
I think that was in the away game, if I'm not mistaken here. Western Conference, Oklahoma, number 1. Shout out to that team. My man Shai doing his thing, shaking and baking and putting babies in the oven. I like it. I feel good about it. Denver right under, which I don't know what happened. Shout out to Denver for creeping up to number 2 because the Lakers, without Bronny / James,
Bad
loss.
Terrible loss.
Terrible loss. So I want to give a shout out to my Knicks over here. We did lose to the Lakers.
Hold on, they lose and he still shot him out.
We lost to the Lakers due to Bronson twisting his ankle. That would have been a different story. I think we could have took out the Lakers, but it is what it is.
He's not out for the season, is he?
No, he's out. Okay. He's out for at least a week 2. But going back to the Western Conference, the Lakers cannot seem to beat the Celtics. Celtics over here. Your boy James decided to do a little fake injury, a.k.a. groin. You have anything to say about that?
Yeah, that I saw that, but I just hope it's not serious. Let's let him rest and come back for the playoffs. I don't want him to rush or anything like that. But yes, Celtics D. Let's be real. The Cavs are the best team on paper, but I think the Celtics really are the best team. So they're good. Yes, the Cavs have the best record in OKC, but I still think what comes down to shove, the Celtics are the best team. So they're good.
But back to LeBron.
I'm just trying to figure this out here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a growing injury. Let's just Lakers just let him rest. Don't rush it. And bring him back for the playoffs. So
how do you feel about the Lakers losing to the Brooklyn Nets?
That's embarrassing.
Shout out to the Brooklyn Nets.
Inexcusable. Very embarrassing. So, yeah, we're like in a bubble now between 2 and 5. So, Luka has to step up. So,
I mean, he still just got there, though.
I know, but you can't lose to the Nets, man. I'm sorry. That's terrible. So, yeah. But Luka's got to step up with LeBron being out. So,
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I guess. No, whatever he says.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. We can't get down to like 5th or 6th place. So,
yeah. Or you're not going to make it.
Shout out to Golden State now, number 6. Coming in ever since Jimmy Butler came in. They doing a phenomenal thing over there. And a 5-game winning streak. I think they've been having since Jimmy been there. I think they played 8-9 games again.
Yeah, they've been killing it since he got back.
Knocking it out. Phoenix Suns went down to number 11. Hopefully they get into that 10 rank. Kyrie's out for the season, so Dallas is going down little by little.
Yeah,
it is what it is. And Utah Jazz has been eliminated from everything. So, in case you guys wanted to know what's going on.
But they still got games on the schedule.
Still got games.
They still got to go to the game.
And you said you had something to say?
Oh no, I was going to bring up a situation that I seen highlights about. I didn't see it live, but with Stephen A. Smith and LeBron.
I love that shit.
I definitely wanted to get the opinions from you all.
Let's start in the left hand over here.
Let's see. So Raymond, refresh everybody about the situation, and then let's see if you have an opinion about it.
So it looks like LeBron confronted Stephen A. for making derogatory comments about his son. Mm-hmm. So I'm a big Stephen A. fan. I love Stephen A. He's one of the top journalists right now. He just got a massive contract from ESPN. Shout out to Stephen A. He's getting
over 100. Shout out to my man.
He's giving over $100 million right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's the top dogs, and possibly he'll be our next president too. So
I'll take that too.
Shout out to Stephen A. Huge fan, but I mean, Yes, I have to say that Stephen A. was wrong on this. Like, you've been talking smack about the man's son for months. And Stephen A. is being disingenuous by playing the victim card. He says that, hey, LeBron, you could have called me. We could have took this to the backside. LeBron did do that. LeBron, a few months ago, a lot of people don't know, he sent his agent to Stephen A. and said, hey, chill with that talk. And what Stephen A. did is he went on his show and he called LeBron soft for sending his agent. So the man sent his agent to do it behind the scenes, and you went on your show and said that was soft by sending your agent. So what did he do?
So why you couldn't come to him as a man?
That's what he did. So LeBron went.
No. He didn't come to him as a man. He went and sent his agent.
Okay, that's the first time. That was a couple months ago.
Okay.
He tried to do it behind the scenes, and you went on your show and you criticized me by calling me soft. So the next thing you do as a man is I'm going to confront you. And that's what he did. There's nothing wrong with that, what he did. So I confronted you as a man. He didn't send an email. He didn't send a text message. It's on site. I went to you as a man and I said, hey, you got to chill with the rhetoric. I see nothing what he did wrong. He tried to handle it behind the scenes. You went on your show and you called me soft. So now I see you. It's on site. We know what the term on site means. So, yeah, I don't see anything he did wrong. Stephen A. is playing the victim card and being disingenuous.
Yeah.
So that's my take on it.
Interesting. All right, D-Hustle.
Let me ask you a question. What is Stephen A.'s position is?
He is a sports journalist.
And his job is to what?
To give journalists, but come on.
And criticize and visualize and understand the game.
Yes, but
Correct?
he's acting extra sauce on it. Come on. We all know. Let's all agree that.
My man just got paid because that's what he does for a fucking living, Raymond.
Yes, I understand that, but
you're telling me if I am getting paid to do a job, to criticize, to make things, because Shaq does it. What's his name? Barkley does it.
Barkley, yeah.
Smith does it. Perkins fucking do it. Stephen A. Smith has a style about it by doing it. Shout out to my man Stephen A. Smith. That's why you got that check, baby. I'm not mad at you.
He's the best in the business.
If your job is to basically criticize and tell the truth about what's going on in the fucking NBA, isn't that what you're supposed to be doing?
But you just said criticize. He's a kid. He's not in the
Who's
NBA.
not a kid?
Who's not a kid?
Bronny James.
Not a kid.
Bronny,
He's not a kid?
Listen.
Not a kid. I mean, that's a LeBron's child, but he's not a kid.
Correct.
He's a kid. He's 19.
You come to the NBA,
but he's
you
not in the
know
NBA.
your dad, right? You're supposed to know the expectation that you're bringing into your sons. At the end of the day, this is LeBron James' fault. Because AKA, I don't know if you remember, because I'm not a LeBron James fan, but I do think he is a phenomenal fucking player. But he was the soft one who said, let me say this in camera. If you guys want me, you have to bring my kid with me.
He did say that.
He did said that he will
said
go
wherever
anywhere
Bron
his
is-
son.
yeah.
Wherever I go, you have. If you want me, you gotta have my fucking kid.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And then knowing that Bronny James has all this extra weight, if you can't handle the criticism, NBA is not fucking for you. Go back home, get a 9-to-5, figure out what the fuck you want to do. Because if this is your dream, and you can't handle fucking criticism, this is not for you.
All right, let me throw two names at you guys.
Bring it.
Kai Jones and Ty Leonard.
Who?
Exactly. Why isn't Stephen A. talking about them? Why isn't Charles Barkley talking about them? Why isn't Kenny Perkins talking about them?
What have they done,
Kai
bro?
Jones and Ty Leonard. Do you know who they are?
I definitely know who they are.
Why isn't Stephen A. talking about them, how bad they are, and why aren't they playing ball? Can you answer that, D-Hustle?
Yeah, definitely.
Why?
They ain't doing shit.
Okay, so why isn't Stephen A. talking about it?
He talks about everybody.
No, he doesn't.
Wait,
Has
don't
he ever
single
talk
it
about
out.
Kai Jones
You know
and
what?
Ty
I'm getting
Leonard?
really tired about everybody worrying. Because the main thing, everybody's fucking main subject is Lakers, 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 Celtics, Lakers, Celtics. If that's what's going to boost up your freaking hype, I'm all about it.
I mean, it is going to draw the crowd.
If you want the crowd to talk about it, look, at the end of the day, if you can't handle the shit, don't fucking come to the NBA. You putting the pressure on your son. It's not me. You're the one who has expectation. Now you understand. I have seen other podcasters that people say Bronny is fucking trash. Why are you not reading those podcasts?
Okay, well, Stephen A. is adding extra sauce to it by calling the man a bad parent. That's over the line.
Job.
Come on, if somebody calls you a bad parent, D, you're not going to be offensive to that?
No, I'm not.
Really?
I
if
can't.
somebody listen,
because that's your opinion.
I'm not trying to put your personal business, but your son plays baseball. What if I was a commentator and I was going online saying D Hustle's son sucks? You know, he shouldn't be in the Major League Baseball league. He's a bad parent. You wouldn't feel some type of way?
I'm glad you said that. Yes, I will feel some type of way, right? But at the end of the day, if that is the truth, who am I to tell you no? It's a perfect example. Let's say your kid is playing T-ball. I like how you mentioned this. This is beautiful. Your kid's playing T-ball, and you're in the outfield, and your son is dropping the ball 5 fucking times, and you can't catch the ball. And you have, because y'all know I've been there, and you have these parents saying, take that kid out. He's garbage. He's not. That's not my fault. My job is, okay, you dropping the ball. Let's go out there and start catching. Why that's the coach's position to come out and be like, you know what? You dropping the ball. I'm gonna sit you out the next game because you're not playing as one. I'm here thinking you can catch the ball, but you're not catching the ball.
I see it.
That's plain and simple.
I see in that situations two different perspectives. One, first of all, Stephen A. Smith knows what he's doing.
Definitely.
He knows that it's going to draw eyes to his show, and he's going to get paid for being able to commentate as aggressively as his position is, right? He didn't go overboard. He did definitely aggressively say some stuff. Stephen A. Smith should have expected LeBron to pull up on him, right? I think he should expect it.
I don't think so. Here's the thing.
You don't think that?
So you're telling me that every time an analyst comes and gives criticism, every fucking player has come up to them?
I don't think every player has come up to them, but players will come up and check them, though.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, because it's LeBron, everybody's making a big fucking scene about it.
Totally. So this is the other side of the coin. I think what LeBron did, I think his first go up to him shouldn't have been through his agent. He should have called him. He should have really picked up the phone or pulled up on him that way.
Shout out to that.
I don't think sending somebody to send your message, you're only setting yourself up, right?
Right.
Because it's not coming from your mouth. And then he goes on TV and talks some shit about it. I mean, there was going to be on site regardless. So my thing here is that I think LeBron James have put his son in a situation that his son was not ready for.
Exactly. And that's what Raymond is not understanding.
And that situation that he's putting his son in is causing this type of reaction.
Yes.
If he admits, like, hey, I know my son is developing. I know that he's getting ready. Like, we had to bring him down to the D League. Y'all already know that I was going to go to a team wherever I want to play with my son. Like, come out and say that. Don't leave us in limbo and thinking that, because at the end of the day, we know the other side of the table does that. If I get a job at this corporate site, I'm the CEO. I'm going to make sure my son works in the newsroom or the mail room, and then he works at this desk as an assistant, and then eventually he's going to be CEO, right?
Right.
If that's what you're planning to do, tell us that that's what you're planning to do rather than riding this wave and expect us to root for him as much as we're rooting for you. Now, and that's my problem.
And I just want to clear the air out right now. LeBron James Bronny is not the same caliber as LeBron James when he came from high school to the fucking pros.
Facts.
Okay? At the end of the day, nothing but love for the man for success. He has done phenomenal. He's reaching numbers just like Raymond wants, reaching 50,000 points.
New marks.
Congratulations. Is he on my top 5? Definitely. Definitely not in my top 3, but he's up there.
Yeah.
All right? At the end of the day, Bronny has a long way to go, has to develop. I don't respect the man yet. Why? Because number one, he went to college. He did not play a full year of college, had his cardiac arrest. Sorry for that. I do appreciate it. And then went rightly to the fucking pros.
Yeah.
You are not developed yet. Okay? So let's be fucking realistic. He has big shoes to fucking fill. And that is his dad's fault for putting him into that position.
Correct.
You have to understand that. And if you're not ready to take that fucking load, don't be in the NBA.
Yeah.
And if you can't take criticism, because everybody's going to fucking talk. Look at me. I talk a lot of shit.
I just think it's slimy when you're like kind of talking bad about a kid. He didn't do anything.
As a parent,
but
he's not talking about him like the kid. He's talking about his performance in a professional job. This is what he's talking about, right? He's talking about what his job, what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with
that. And
that.
I think the challenge that the fans have is that, or LeBron is putting on the fans, is that LeBron is almost like we need to accept him by default.
No.
We gotta, that's my son, we gotta accept him by default. That's bullshit.
If he was doing the same thing he did when LeBron was young, shout out to my man, because the man is doing powerful fucking moves like that. But your son is not doing the same thing. Let's be realistic here.
Yeah.
You're in the NBA because of your fucking dad. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Can we give the kid a chance to develop?
Yes,
but you guys are not.
But he still has to take criticism.
But you can't take criticism.
You can't. Come on, he's getting criticism because it's his dad. You're adding extra. What about the other players that I've added that Stephen A. doesn't talk about that are in the G League?
You're worrying about other people that don't like. I'm still worrying about why Mac McCollum is still in the fucking G League. He's probably way better than fucking Bronny. But no, why are we not talking about that?
Well, that's my point. Everybody is picking on this kid because of his dad.
Everybody's mouth, all they care about is Lakers, Lakers, Lakers. Why nobody's talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers doing phenomenal? Why nobody's talking about Oakland, OKC knocking this shit out the park? No, because everybody's still riding the fucking Lakers.
I mean, it is a storyline.
It is.
It is a
and if
storyline.
it's bringing it in for you, at the end of the day, I don't see you guys winning the chip.
I mean, we don't have enough players. I agree with you.
But
on
you
that.
still will talk about it. Is it LeBron James?
Do you think
is it Luka?
They're almost like the Cowboys for.
Let's be real here. Nobody wants to leave in Cleveland, let alone talk about Cleveland.
What are you talking about, bro?
I mean, what do you mean? Does anybody go to Cleveland for vacation or talk about
Nobody
it?
goes to that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
the only person to put that on the map is your guy LeBron, because he's from Cleveland, Ohio.
Yes, it's not. Nobody wants to talk
Dave
about
Chappelle put Ohio on the map.
Yeah, but that's just what it is. No one's going to talk about them. Yes, they have a great record and all that, but nobody wants to talk about it.
Right. All I know is LeBron needs to get a little bit more thicker skin. Bronny definitely need to get a thicker skin. But the other thing I was going to say is that as a dad, I'm definitely going to go say something.
Yes, definitely.
I'm going to go say something. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with him saying that.
Perfect example. I'm about the baseball. Of course, if your son is doing horrible in the fucking field and everybody's talking shit, you want to defend your fucking son.
Yeah,
of course.
For sure.
You're definitely going to defend. Be like, yo, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know, your son ain't out there.
Yeah.
You know, but again, you got to take that criticism.
You got to.
I mean, it's going to build the kid up. You're trying to get him to a position that your dad is not going to be there no more. So who the fuck are you going to cry to?
Yeah, but like Stephen A. was adding extra sauce to it.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
Like,
you expect that.
That's like
it's expected.
That is your job.
I think it's slimy.
So. I mean, he still got to check though, so it's not like
At the end of the day, if you have, so here's my thing, man. You can't have everybody come up to you and say, "Yo, you can't talk shit about me." At the end of the day, Stephen A. Smith, that is his job, to criticize, to visualize, to show the static, the strategic. I'm saying the word correctly.
Like the stats,
and show everybody exactly. Are you developed? No. Should you be in the NBA? No. That's why you went to the G League to get exactly where you need to be.
Yeah.
So when you get ready to become a big boy, it is. But here's the shit. With the Lakers, you got him in G League, and then you put him in the NBA to play also, and then you bring him back to the G League, and you put him back in the NBA. You're confusing the shit out the kid.
Yeah, I definitely
You're fucking him up.
Yeah, I definitely think that they just need to stick to either keeping him in the G League or either put him in the NBA.
But you can't get mad because you're getting criticized. Well,
I mean, the thing is, he's not going to get play time in the NBA, right? When he plays at that level. So,
I mean, all the Lakers. The Lakers got a lot of people hurt. You might as well put him in. They might see something going on.
He might actually be a starter now.
He might be a starter now.
Well, as always, it's always great topics talking about NBA.
Damn, we went stupid over
The
it.
big shout outs to LeBron. Big shout outs to his fam. Big shout outs to Stephen A. Smith getting that deal.
Smith, holla at your boy.
He's getting players type checks now. So
I
that's
couldn't
big
make
up
that
to him.
contract because I'd be cursing and storming.
They wouldn't be able to say nothing about D.
All you
Get
hear
that
is
check.
beep, beep, there's my beep, beep, there's
I
my
want them to
beep,
bring me the
beep.
smoke. I'm on the
Bring
court.
all that smoke.
I'm on the court before the game starts.
But nobody, like saying, who has gone up to Perkins?
That's funny.
Nobody.
That's
Who
funny.
has gone up to Shaq? Who? You go to somebody that's nobody that you can say, but he's very good at what the fuck he does.
Yeah,
So you figure, hey, at the end of the day, First Take might be the #1 show.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely going to get ratings now. People are going to tune in.
Yeah.
And low key, I think LeBron could have done that on the side too.
Definitely.
He didn't have to do it there. Like he could have
Definitely.
walked with him a little bit.
The
in the
media
cut.
is out there.
Yeah.
It's where everybody can fucking see.
That's the thing that we're playing into, right?
I
Like
think
they
he was
know.
just so mad he didn't care.
Nah, come
He
on
just
now.
went,
He knew exactly what he knew what on site meant.
Well, yeah, he
Yeah.
saw the opportunity. He was,
But on site doesn't mean that you're going to do it out in public though. On site means let me holler at you in the cut.
Yeah. Call me. Same way Steven says, call me. I could have picked up his phone call.
Yeah.
I could have done this. You could have done this. There's so many ways that you can do it. But if you want that media attention, LeBron knew what the fuck he was doing.
he
he did.
sent his agent, and then you went and
Nah, you don't send
But what?
no
So you know
You
what? Next
realize
time I
that's-
have an issue with you, I'm
Okay.
gonna send my wife.
facts, right?
do realize that's how players handle situations. They send their
Nah,
agents.
this isn't just a regular situation. This is somebody that
Okay.
sits at a table that you sit at type stuff.
Okay, so
right?
when Tyreek Hill got arrested, he sent his agent to go talk to the
That's
authorities
different.
to talk to. No, it's
No,
it's
what do you
standard
mean?
practice.
All right, so there's a commentator that talks about basketball that's very like he's the LeBron James of his thing.
Yes.
So he's at that table. I'm not going to send my agent to go talk to another person that sits at that table. It's almost like a royalty, right? I'm a king, you're a king, right? I'm going to send my peasant to come and talk to you. I'm going to talk to you directly.
That's how it's handled. Like if you're a sports player, you are worrying about game plans and stuff like that.
Nah, he wasn't worrying about it that day.
Well, I mean,
All right, fellas, we can end up talking an hour about this, Let me put a plug in there real quick. First of all, big shout out to our #1 sponsor, Marvelous Creations. She's servicing Palm Beach, from Palm Beach all the way down to Miami-Dade. Any type of treats, cakes, desserts, from birthdays to weddings, she takes care of it all. Definitely come to our website, www.thetechhustle.com. You'll see her sponsor link there. And big shout outs to Marvelous Creation, always holding us down. She's also at the Royal Palm Beach Farmers Market every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12. If you need to pick up something, holla at her. As always, thank you so much, Marvelous Creations. The next plug that I want to drop in there real quick is the Tech Hustle Academy is officially kicking off. We are going to be start training and developing around certain skills. Guess what the top skill is? AI, programming, infrastructure, and then job development skills. For the AI portion, we're going to be teaching you about how to use some of these services and tools, especially in the no coding environment. But if you need to get really low into the lower level, we're going to be talking about programming. Our main programming language is going to be Python. I know everybody's like, hey, there's so many different programming. Python is what we're going to be focusing on because it's something that can cross multiple platforms and you can use it in multiple jobs. Infrastructure. We're going to be talking about cloud infrastructure that's going to be supporting and running AI. So it's like AWS, GCP, and Azure. We're going to have all kinds of resources, training materials, ebooks, and even a cohort to bring this all together and develop into an 8-week cohort that we're going to be letting you all know about. And then job support. So if you are looking for a job, we're going to have coaches and supporting staff that can review your resume, review your LinkedIn, get you ready for that behavioral interview and all those things that come with you so you can land your next job. Our tagline for the Tech Hustle Academy is we want to impact 1 million lives with AI by teaching and developing how to utilize these services. So if you're somebody that's already at the keyboard, knowing that this wave of AI is coming your way and you want to develop these skills, the Tech Hustle Academy is the spot to be. We'll have more information. Check the links below in the description. And yeah, come and hang out with me and all the coaches and staff that we have supporting this endeavor. So big shout outs to everyone that's supporting us so far. And yeah, that's a spot for a spotlight or for our sponsorship. And if you're looking to be sponsored on the show or you want us to plug in your information, your business, hit us up. Bobby at thetechhustle.com. Darwin at thetechhustle.com, Raymond at thetechhustle.com. Go to our website. You'll find support, links, advertising. Click and just let us know. We're here to support you, and definitely, dedicate a segment or a little small portion of our segment to highlight whatever you're working on from a service or product. All right.
Why is email Raymond at the Tech Hustle? Why is not Raymond? Don't call me
Ray at thetechhustle.com. I don't know. There's a character limit. That's but y'all know how to get access to us. It's very easy. The last thing that I want to say in terms of the wrap up of the show is big shout outs to our YouTube followers. Yeah. We're right at the edge of 8,000. We want to get to 8,000. So definitely tell your friends about us, like and subscribe, press the button. We're trying to level up. Raymond has something. What do you say if they don't like and subscribe? Then
you are a hater.
You're hating us, right?
Capital H.
Yeah, especially if you've already watched it. And if you're this far in the episode, you definitely better be subscribed. Also, big shout outs to our school community. We're going to kind of fold to school community and the academy and together. So we're going to be talking more about both of them. But definitely big shout outs to everybody that's riding with us. And yeah, our tech tour. Last week or a week or two ago, we was down in Miami for the first stop of our tech tour at the Black Wealth Summit. Keep an eye out for that video content that's coming out really soon. And yeah, if you have a city, a conference, an event that you're having anywhere in this country, anywhere in the world, and y'all want us to pull up, either hosting podcasts, speaking on stage, doing workshops, we're on a tour. We already got a few spots lined up from San Francisco to New York, and we're just trying to fill in the spaces, but definitely holler at us. We're definitely trying to level up.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, fellas?
Have a great day, guys.
Yeah. How about you, Raymond? Don't call him Ray.
Nope, that's it.
Go Lakers.
Yes, go Lakers. Don't watch 0 Day 30 on Netflix.
Wow. And don't forget about the HOA challenges.
Yes,
HOA. Yeah. And LeBron, if you want to come to the show, we got a spot for you. Pull
right
up.
Here, baby.
Come and talk to us.
Fucking here.
Yeah, we always looking for guests. So, but anyways, thank y'all so much for tuning in. This is episode 58. I'll let your boy. It's Bobby